Now may be also a great time for you to brush up on your skills, because I feel like money is coming. An opportunity is coming for you to make money. This is how you're going to get hired. Yeah, this is how you're going to get hired. This is how you're going to land your dream job. Hey, let's see what the cards wish to say to you today. And we're going to do this kind of backwards. We're going to get a time frame first. Welcome to the sacred space. I hope you're doing well, and I'm glad you are here. Hopefully something resonates where you will give the video a thumbs up and claim the messages. Also, reserve your place. That means subscribe to the sacred space. It is totally free. Now, if you wish to, you can join the Candle Magic crew. You can hit join, get all the information. It is only $4.99 a month. Okay, so let's get a time frame. What time frame are we talking about before we get into the messages? Something about 3 weeks to 3 months, or Gemini season could be significant. It says search for exchange. Search for exchange. Something significant about the next 3 weeks to 3 months. Now, let's see what is taking place. Ooh, let's jump right on in and see what the messages are from your money. This is the Money Manifestation Oracle deck. Let's see what the message is, the guidance from your money first. What is the guidance from our money? Messages today from our money. But it's kind of like, what do we need to do to materialize the manifestations? Daydream. And it says, having your head in the clouds can be a source of great inspiration, but be careful when your fantasies become an escape from reality. Okay, so this is this energy with the third house, this Gemini energy. This is about communication. And I just heard you can talk your ass off. Okay, but it's more like, don't talk about it, be about it. Do something about it. Gemini energy can be, it's mutable energy. So you are most likely very, very, very talented, but a part of you might doubt yourself. You may not just what we call jump off the porch because you have, which means you may not get things started because you have too many thoughts, or maybe too many doubts, or too many fears, whether you want to admit to it or not. You understand? So you may daydream a whole lot, but now is the time to put the action in on whatever you've been daydreaming about. Okay? Because whatever it is, I would probably bet everything that I have and everyone that I love that you are so super talented. And if you do put yourself out there, and if you create or work on cultivating the gift of gab, if you don't feel like you have it, maybe you have a whole lot of great ideas, but it's like, ooh, when it comes to me putting myself out there and talking about it and just walking up to people and presenting whatever it is that I have, my product, my service, or whatever, it's like, ooh, But if you do it, just know that you're going to have people that'll brush you off. Some people, you're not going to be for everyone. We all have our ideal clients and, things like that. And it could be that whatever you have is so niche, is so particular that not everybody is going to just want it. That's just with anything. Not everybody's going to want everything that you have, but it should not be a reason for you to not go after it and to not keep going for it, or, whatever it is. Don't give up, because there's someone out here. And there's many, many people. There's at least 1 million people out of the 300 and something, billion people or something in this earth that needs whatever it is that you have. And if you've been doing something on social media, just keep going. You know what I'm saying? If you have not connected in with social media, maybe you should, connect onto a platform and just start, talking about or presenting or displaying or whatever it is, your product or service, or just start, talking about, this is about communication. So just, talking about whatever it is, whatever intellectual property you have. And maybe you're not selling anything per se, but maybe you'll get on a platform and you'll have enough, views and things like that, and followers, subscribers, and whatever like that to monetize your intellectual property. Okay. But there's a daydream that has been hidden away, locked away, that needs to be embraced, and you need to start talking about it. You need to put it out there. Okay. But, the Gemini is connected to the Lover's card. It is, it's your choice, of course, but searching for an exchange. Bottom of the deck is dream job. Did you ever think you could get paid just for being yourself? Now that's, doing this, being on a social media platform, just talking. Just being yourself, talking about whatever it is you want to talk about. It could be super specific in one area, or it could be a broad spectrum. It could just be, your day-to-day, your life, or whatever it is. Could be venting, could be just expressing how you feel about whatever. You know what I mean? Imagine, who would have thunk it that you could just do something like this and, get paid for it? Did you ever think you could get paid just for being yourself? It's time for you to open up and express who you are to the world in some kind of way. Okay? And for some of you, you've been daydreaming about your dream job, or maybe a dream position, but maybe you haven't asked for the position. Maybe you haven't asked for the raise, or maybe you haven't put in the application for whatever it is. If you have, and you have still been getting denied, that perfect position is still out there. Whoever that company is, or whatever it is. And it could be that you're at the right company. It's just that whoever the management is, or whatever it is, they could be intimidated because they know that you're hella smart. You know what I'm saying? And so they may be trying to push you off to the side, but it could be a matter of time. Within the next 3 weeks to 3 months, they might not even be there. And then boom, there you go. But if nobody knows that you want the position, or that you want the, because this could be upper level management, something with, higher pay or something like that. Maybe they don't know that you want it. But if someone knows that you want that position, that person who is not trying to push your application through or recommend you or whatever it is, they may not even be there in the next 3 weeks to 3 months. So let's go into the tarot. This is the Wizard's Tarot. Let's see what the messages are for you from the tarot today. I'm grateful that it is not super humid right now. Okay, you got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I know. Listen, this has something to do with your money, your work. Focus. Stay focused. Stay driven. I really feel like you are so special. In particular, you have something so very special in particular that you are amazing, wonderful at. Okay, so hang in there. Just keep working on it. Stay focused on whatever the dream, the goal, the aspiration is. Stay focused on that, okay? But make sure that you're not too hyper-focused to where, things, other obligations fall by the wayside, okay? Keep everything in order and everything. Now may be also a great time for you to brush up on your skills, because I feel like money is coming. An opportunity is coming for you to make money. Someone may actually reach out to you, okay? What did it say? Search for exchange. So if you don't love where you are, you want to get the heck away from that company or whatever it is, now is a great time to brush with the Eight of Pentacles. It's a great time to brush up on your skills, polish up on your skills, update your resume, things like that. If your resume is just not cutting it, maybe figure out a way to exchange out the words. Okay, get some powerful keywords. Maybe ask ChatGPT, go in and pull up your resume or something like that. Copy from each job or whatever, copy the words, or copy the summary or whatever the components are on the resume, right? Go in and copy it, paste it into ChatGPT or Gemini. Okay, some of you may, what is Gemini connected to? Google. The AI for Google is Gemini. So maybe go into Gemini AI, copy and each section of your resume and paste it, and ask it to, update this, to make it eye-catching, to make it appealing, whatever it is. AI can be amazing if you know what to put in to prompt it. You know what I'm saying? So go through each section, each job, each, your education, your whatever it is, on the resume. Search for what is AI looking for on resumes, because, a lot of people have AI searching through the applications and resumes, and that could be what's throwing you out from getting the job that you wish for. That is possible. Okay. But now may be a time for you to use AI at your advantage by going in and asking it to cultivate an amazing resume, or cultivate or something, cultivate a resume, just something. Okay. But maybe it's just a matter of just switching out the words, the way that they're displayed on the resume or whatever, and just rebuild your resume at this time. And that could be what it is that could get you the position, especially if you have been, you really know that you're great at something, but it's been hard for you to land a position. That might be what you need to do. Okay. This is how you're going to get hired. Yeah. This is how you're going to get hired. This is how you're going to land your dream job. For someone, you need to hear this. Okay. Let's go on top of the deck and bottom of the deck. Top of the deck is the Tower. It is time to start over. It's time to restructure something. Things could be just pretty much, you may feel like everything is just falling apart, but it's just this is an opportunity for you to rebuild bigger, better, stronger. You understand? But I'm seeing that all is not lost, because this tower only has a small portion of it that is being destroyed. The base of it is not. So at the core, this is telling me at the core, you are amazing at whatever it is. You just need to tweak some things to put you out in the forefront. You understand? Bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. In this situation, it kind of seems like things are all over the place. You could be just wrecking your brain. Like, I don't know what the heck to do. I'm feeling upset. I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling like, I may never get back on my feet. Things are in disarray. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Swords are about speaking. I don't know what to say. And I would say this would be Gemini energy. No, this might be Aquarius energy. Just off the strength of Aquarius comes through first when you're in the calendar year. And this is a number 3. This will be like the first part, This will kind of be Aquarius energy. This is also saying detach. Don't take something personal. Don't take something personal. Okay? There's a situation you could be dealing with. Don't take it personal. Whatever this is meant to make you stronger. Whatever's being torn apart is because you need to build a stronger foundation for something. Okay? On the split, what do we get? The Emperor. I told you, somebody, you're meant to be in a leadership position. But it could be just that your resume, the paperwork or something like that. It could be just that you need to rebuild your resume. Okay. Use AI at your advantage. Because you could be like, AI is ruining this, ruining that. Jobs are, people are not looking at applications and resumes anymore and all of this and that. And I would say apply to places where they don't even want you to put in the application. You know what I'm saying? Or if you do put in an application, pull up your resume, get AI, prompt AI to give you a banging section for whatever it is. Whatever they give you, copy that and put that in the application. Put it on your resume as well. Ask it to give you, a cover letter after you get through with all the components of the resume. Ask it to go ahead and create you a cover letter based on the components that it had already given you. I'm telling you, this is how you're going to land your dream job. This is how you're going to land some kind of leadership position, some kind of, management or something like that. Yeah. Do you hear the horn? Confirmation. Okay. So let's go in and get a final message from your, but yeah, it's just like a few things need to be organized. And because the Emperor is organization energy, it was on the split. And then you also have this, looks like things are in disarray on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. It's just, reorganize. Okay. You got it. And we have to learn how to play the game. We know what the game is. So we just have to learn to play the game, because we're going to win, period. This was on the split. So this is saying you're just about halfway to somewhere. It's like you have everything that it takes with the Eight of Pentacles. You have, and you know it. You know it. You're like, man, I'm so good at whatever. I can't believe I can't get a job. What the heck is going on? And it could be due to AI, new technology. And I know that that's what it is. That with the AI sifting through applications and stuff like that, and you don't even get a chance to get in front of somebody to even have an interview. And also, see if you can do some research on like what type of interview questions are popular right now or something like that. See if, Gemini or ChatGPT or Copilot or something like that. See if it can find you some kind of data on what are the current interview questions, or if you've gone on interviews and you know what kind of questions everybody's asking, the same status quo questions, go in and put the question in there and ask AI to tell you like what a powerful response would be to this kind of question. Tweak it with your own words, but use those base words or something like that. Switch the words around, just make it your own. We got to figure out something out here. You understand? So let's go into a clarifying life situation and see what comes out. This is the clarifying life situations deck. Oh, that wind feels so good. That wind feels amazing. And it just came through here. I think that's confirmation. I know this is going to help somebody land a dream job within the next 3 weeks to 3 months. So you have great and lofty aspirations, and you have the journey of acceptance. I'm telling you, you're about to get accepted to somewhere. You're about to get accepted to somewhere. I'm telling you, accept yourself and others as they are. Let go of judgments and embrace imperfections. Acceptance brings peace and understanding. Okay. Somebody is mathematically inclined. You play the piano, or you just like piano music or something like that. Orchestra or something like that. Oh yeah, orchestrate. With the Emperor energy, yeah, you can orchestrate this whole thing, this game. I think when you do this, it's about to be a game changer for you. Great and lofty aspiration says cultivate ambition by setting ambitious but achievable goals. Ambitious but achievable goals. Regularly assess your progress and adjust your strategies as needed to stay on track. Yeah. That's that Emperor energy. You just got to adjust the strategy. That is a must. We're going to go on a split and get one card. We have the joy of shared dreams. There's a lot about dreams and daydreaming. It says plan and dream together, set common goals, and create a vision board of your shared future. This unites your paths and strengthens your partnership. This is for someone maybe, this could be you doing research on a company, and the partnership is between you and that company who, you think has your dream position or whatever it is. So this is, I feel like, you aligning with, finding out what their core values are and, if they align with yours. Do you have common goals? You know what I'm saying? But also, creating a vision board might be beneficial. That helps, a lot of people create a vision board, and then they check off the things as they go along, as they achieve those things, materialize those manifestations, and then they, a great idea could be a cork board as well. You may have pictures up there on a cork board, or you may have sticky notes up there or whatever. And as they come to fruition, you just take one off at a time and put it over to the side. You know, maybe have an envelope and put a date on it. You know, empty envelope with a date on it, that you put the cork board or the vision board together. And as it comes to fruition, you put each thing in there. And once the board is clear, put a date, and you can see how quickly you materialize manifestations. That might be a fun exercise for someone to do, because vision boards, some people say they're played out, they're boring. So just bring some kind of new excitement or something to it, and it you know, and you may find that each time you do something, your vibration keeps lifting and lifting, because you get so much more overjoyed with the excitement because things are materializing, and you realize that you end up materializing manifestations, because we manifest it, you know, when we have a thought or we wish for something, we have this aspiration, that is the manifestation. But a lot of people believe that manifestation is actually the materialization of the thing. We manifest it immediately when the thought comes. That is manifested, it's there, it's waiting somewhere, and we just have to find a path to get to it. You understand? So we're constantly manifesting 24/7, you understand? And all those manifestations are out there, so we have to just divinely be led, or, you know, allow ourselves to divinely be guided, or follow the intuition to it, and we end up seeing that we're in the right place at the right time, doing the right things, and then things are materializing so much quicker. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Today I was out driving, and I picked someone up in these apartments, and I saw this yellow sports car. It had my initials on it, in the order of my initials, my first, middle, and last initial, and it also had the PIN number to my bank card on it. The numbers weren't in the exact order, but they were on there along with my initials in the order of, you know, the way my name is. And so that was a confirmation for me. So pay attention to, you know, license plates, numbers, the colors of things. What is it saying? You know, yellow is connected to your solar plexus, and that's where your inner child is, you know, most active and stuff like this, you know, and that's the energy of the sun, and just following that gut feeling. And you know what I'm saying? And I have been doing that more and more each day. And so that was a confirmation for me. So pay attention to the way that your highest self is talking to you. Your highest self could be the universe, God, or whatever it is, the angels, all of that, whatever you call it. You understand? But just pay attention to the way that it is communicating with this Gemini third house energy. Pay attention to the way that it is communicating with you. Okay. And what are the confirmations that you are living a life of divine guidance? You understand? I hope that makes sense. Those are the messages for right now. And until next time, we'll see you in another video. Love.